In the news.
Right. So, Hunter Biden, this new audio was released where he pretty much admits the dealings with China and the spy chief of China. And that's what he referred to. So let's listen to it. This is what Donald Trump Jr. posted, but
Biden is compromised at this point. He is really compromised at this point.
Right.
I don't even understand how they can even, like, anybody be like, all right, we can't let this guy go in there right now.
Let's just hear this because it's an audio from Hunter Biden, so you can't fake that.
I get calls from my father to tell me that the New York Times is calling, but my old partner Eric, who literally has done me harm for I don't know how long, is the one taking the calls because my father will not stop sending the calls to Eric. I have another New York Times reporter calling about my representation of literally, Dr. Patrick Koh, the fucking spy chief of China, who started the company that my partner, who was worth $323 billion, founded, and is now missing. The richest man in the world is missing, who was my partner. He was missing since I last saw him in his $58 million apartment and signed a $4 billion deal to build the fucking largest fucking LNG port in the world. And I am receiving calls from the Southern District of New York, from the U.S. Attorney himself. My best friend in business, Devin, has named me as a witness without telling me in a criminal case, and my father without telling me.
Okay, so
I mean, well, how much more shit can he step in right before the election? I've never seen anything like this, fam. I've seen stuff come forward where it's, oh, there we have this controversy, we have this and that, but this crap that's coming out on a regular basis right now, every single day, it's getting leaked and leaked and leaked. That's why they're pushing for this early voting, fam, because if it comes election day and this stuff comes out there, I think this stuff is going to be damaging for the independents out there who don't play either side. If they're going to make a choice right now, they're going to say the Bidens are just so beyond corrupt, where they try to say that Donald Trump, and they might not like Donald Trump, but seeing this shit out here right now, once again, Donald Trump just got in office 4 years ago. He didn't have 47 years to constantly step in shit the way the Bidens have, and now it's all coming to fruition. And I hate to say it, but their chickens have come home to roost.
And speaking of Donald Trump and his numbers, so all of mainstream media is telling people that Joe Biden is winning, that he's gaining in Florida, that Texas is going to go blue, that all of these things are going to happen. Simultaneously, Donald Trump's rallies are far, far bigger than anything I've seen Joe Biden's rallies be. Even the rallies here without Donald Trump, where it's just Trump people getting together and having a rally, are bigger than anything. I haven't even seen a Joe Biden rally in Los Angeles, California, out of all places. Jesus Christ. So I just wanted to point out a couple things. I wanted to point out the rally that in Arizona that is happening right now.
Swing state, fam. Swing state. They say it's a swing state.
I don't believe it. I believe it's going to go red, but that's what I believe. Trump is about to hold a pandemic rally in Bullhead City, Arizona. Follow for a video thread. I know it's a very conservative state because I've heard from people who live there and who are like, yeah, this is a red state and blah, blah, blah. People are going there because it's cheap and because of it's open and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I also wanted to point out the other thing, which is this right here, Nebraska. So Trump had a rally last night in Nebraska and it was extremely cold and a lot of people showed up. And then also, what happened is that a lot of his organizers or the bus company failed to pick up these people. So what happened is that the buses brought them from their parking lot into the rally, but when the rally ended, they ended up ditching them and not having enough buses to take everybody back to their cars. So today, all of mainstream media has been nonstop talking about how Donald Trump
left them in the cold.
Left them in the cold. Literally, this is how he's gonna do, you know, the policy. And while I agree that that was like a really bad move because of optics and stuff, and these people were like, people did have to go to the hospital because it's so cold. It's like all of mainstream media. I could literally see MSNBC, NBC, CNN, New York Magazine is the one we have right here, Johnny, that you can pull up. All of these mainstream media outlets literally have the same exact story. My point that I wanted to make is they're distracting people. Yes, this is bad. Yes, Donald Trump's an idiot. Yes, they should have had this handled. That, you know, that's unacceptable. But they're just like distracting from the fact that Donald Trump's rallies are huge. I mean, if you look at the pictures that we have here, like his rallies are massive. Yeah. Literally, you compare those to Joe Biden's rallies,
which are nothing.
It's like, okay, yet we expect people to buy that Joe Biden is in the lead. I mean, this reminds me of Bernie Sanders. And I had posted a tweet, Johnny, remember when we were in New Hampshire and we went and we drove to the New Hampshire rally for Bernie Sanders, and you were outside, we were in the car, and we saw the lines. People were waiting in 0-degree weather for Bernie Sanders as well. They were. And I remember going into the rally and being like, like, what's going on here? Because we were waiting for the gym was empty, and we found out, oh, they're keeping all these people outside because they're trying to let the VIP in first. And I was like, that was one of the moments where I was like, this is dumb. I don't like this. These people are cold. They've been waiting for a long time. Nobody said anything about that then. But of course, it's Donald Trump and all of this is happening.
They try to use it against them. But look at the optics, fam. It's good. There were so many people at a rally that they didn't have enough buses to get people back, and people almost caught hypothermia and stuff like that.
Right.
It's going to be like, oh, my God. They're not going to say Donald Trump on an animal. They're going to say he's still drawing so many people that they don't have enough buses to get people to and from the goddamn thing.
Right.
And it's going to play against them.
Right.
And you saw that Arizona over there that we had up there. There are tons of people out there.
Yeah.
Arizona's a swing state. I think it's like Florida, fam. I think it's going to go red. I call Arizona the Florida of the West Coast. That's what I call it.
I would
gun
agree.
odors,
I would agree with
stuff,
that.
nice hot weather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that stuff, but mainly conservative Republicans leaning that way. You know, all those people, the build a wall people on the Arizona border. You know, they talk about it because eventually the people will come into Arizona. They'll talk about. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Florida doesn't have that, but Arizona has that over here.
But Florida has all the Latino Caribbean people coming in,
which they talk about that coming in via boat and everything like that. But you know, this is a state. If you see this kind of crowd over here, whatnot, for Donald Trump in Arizona, ladies and gentlemen.
And I just also I wanted to point out that about the Bernie Sanders thing, that Bernie Sanders had momentum. He had support. He had people that were excited and willing to wait in line for a long time in the cold to see him. Donald Trump has the same exact thing. He has always had that. But on the other side, the only thing that could have defeated Donald Trump, this is what we said from the beginning. This is what we've been saying since 2016, 2015. The only thing that can defeat somebody like Donald Trump is the anti-right populist movement of the left, like that the momentum, the excitement, somebody that brings you out. There is zero excitement and zero momentum about Joe Biden. Even the people that are voting for Joe Biden are voting for him reluctantly because they don't like Donald Trump, because they think Donald Trump is dangerous. I have not seen that many people at all be excited and like willing to wait in like 0-degree weather for Joe Biden. That's a fact. You can't deny that Donald Trump, as much as you don't like him, has that excitement, that momentum. I mean, we went to his rally. These people were excited about him. Yeah. They're so excited.
They think that they're building up. They're telling people down, the Democrats, and we're building people up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean,
which is like ridiculous.
Everything's turned upside down right now. But the Democrats they give them these weapons, and like you said, fam, nobody's getting excited to vote for Joe Biden. They're only voting at him out of necessity. And if you have to vote against something rather than vote for something, you're dead in the water. You're dead in the water. If 2016, if we can have an experiment, if we can run a neoliberal that won't give you anything against a right-wing populist like Donald Trump, I wonder who would win. It's like they're doubling down on stupid, and they're pulling out a guy, and I'm so sorry to say this, and I don't want to hear this argument. You can have this argument all the day. You might not like Donald Trump's ideology. You might not like his rhetoric. You might not like the narrative he spews, but his faculties are way more there than Joe Biden. every single time we see Joe Biden, every single day, you're saying to yourself, can this guy keep it together? Can the mentality keep it together? And that's going to play big when it comes into this election situation.
The Republicans,
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
The Republicans were using that too. They're literally every video after every video is making fun of Joe Biden's, like, you know, his misspeaking, his inability to recall things, his inability to actually keep like sentences cohesive. They're making fun of that. They're making him look like a weak candidate. So I don't know what like the establishment has behind their hands. I mean, I think they are going to try to cheat. Both sides are definitely going to try to cheat. But I definitely think like that they're trying to pretend that Donald Trump's momentum isn't happening by distracting with how bad he is and all these things, which sure, he is bad. He is awful on a lot of things, but you distracting from the fact that he has all these numbers of people isn't going to stop that. It's not, because you have a weak candidate in Joe Biden. And as much as you want to pretend that Texas is going to go blue, that Arizona is going to go blue, that Florida is going to go blue, I'm telling you, as a person that is from Florida, like, I just don't see that happening.
Well, maybe they may cheat and stuff the ballot box.
Well, that's the only way. But that's the only way.
But we'll never be able to find out because we don't have an audit process and we have no transparency. So, question to you guys. Last question. If Joe Biden loses the election, who's mostly to blame? Jimmy Dore, Susan Sarandon, the Convo Couch, or the Democrats?
Obviously, Jimmy Dore and the Convo Couch, maybe, because we've been...
Susan Sarandon, well, she's kind of pushing for Joe Biden, but who knows?
No,
Johnny, who are you going to blame if Joe Biden loses this election?
The pot smokers.
There you go. You didn't go out. You stayed at home.
And Jill Stein.
And Russia.
And Jill Stein and Russia.